All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Schwartz. And his first look is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Schwartz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Rock. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Holloway. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holloway. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Holloway. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Detroit! 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 Set!
Operating from the gun, Schwartz. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Watch it now!
Throwing on 1st down. Schwartz going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz going to look deep for Jeffrey, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Ertz has it left side. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll drop to throw. They'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. You got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Schwartz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Schwartz. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To throw on 3rd down. Schwartz. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he fields it cleanly. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up to throw. And he connects with Ertz. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Hey. Four down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
They'll set up a throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got four down.
They'll look to throw here. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, Schwartz going for the deep ball. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holloway. And he's got this down to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Schwartz. He finds Hearns left side. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
They run with Pumphrey, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. left to throw. Schwartz. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a carry for Pirine. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Holloway. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Taco Charlton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Allen has it, left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's Pirine. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Pirine. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Detroit! Detroit! Four down. 51-5. 51-5. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Redskins, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.